Hello, everybody. Welcome to Studio Russia 2008. That's a bit 2008. 2018. Well, what all can go wrong when you're live, right? Welcome to our show. My name is Abbink. I'm reporting for the best sports site on the net, and of course, that is GGA Sport Studio. Um, yeah, no World Cup football today, and I'm still here. It's an, we're preparing for the second round. We have a day off. You know, the wives can watch, I don't know, Sex in the City or something. Desperate Housewives. Oh, they have to also catch up. You know how that goes. You know, and tomorrow it's World Cup football again to some good television, right? Anyway, or Paradise Hotel. You know how it goes. Um, there's still a little bit of news. There's not much going on. Speculations, this one, that one, and you know, a lot of teams are also moving from one side or in Russia um, to the other one. Um, so the biggest news is actually not happening. Some already moved. They're doing their training. Oh, you know how all it goes around and how it exceeds everything. It is boring. It is not much going around. Of course, we have some news. I just have to. I was suddenly rushed into it because suddenly I saw the time. I thought, oh, oops. Um, uh, so I just had to find a name because you know how I am with names, and I want to have it now good because there is something a little conflict brewing. Yes, yes. And of course, I'm talking about George Sampaoli. The rumors is going that he maybe will be fired. Um, but even now worse, the FIFA has actually stepped in and asked actually Diego Maradona to respect everybody, respect all people at the World Cup who are working for the World Cup, coaches, etc., etc. He's very flamboyant. You know, you saw him already with the midfield fingers. You know what I mean? Um, Now he said that Sampaoli really should get himself together, start coaching the Argentina team, and deliver some options because, and otherwise he would not be welcome anymore in the country. Funny though, fact though, due to Argentina made it to the second round, and as also as Diego Maradona did, but can you remember Argentina at the time in the second round from Diego Maradona lost 4-1 to Germany. So how can a guy where he was actually a great football player, but actually as football coach he never succeeded. I mean, even in he was a coach somewhere in the Middle East somewhere. I think it was Saudi Arabia or something. He was even sacked there. He could not even succeed down there. I mean, seriously, everybody's succeeding there. I don't think you even have to. As long as your team touches the ball, you'll be fine. Can you imagine that? So it's a little bit funny that he suddenly has this big mouth, and I think it's so disrespectful. You know what I mean? I mean that guy is trying his best, and that sometimes the team is not succeeding is not always directly the coach's fault. He's responsible for it, absolutely. But on the field, it's the players, and those players are well enough, experienced enough not to know how to do it. It's that simple. Um, I don't want to actually always blame directly on the coach. I think it's crap. Of course, you can't fire a whole team. You know what I mean? So that's why a coach always getting response because one coach is easy to replace than the whole team, right? Especially if you have a national team. Then, do I think he is the best man for it for Argentina? No. There probably be a lot more better coaches. Simeone, I'm thinking about from Atletico Madrid. He will be doing very well for Argentina. It comes just by my mind. But he has, of course, his contract with Atletico Madrid. Double function could be. But now the World Cup, I don't know. You know, if I was Diego Simeone, I would actually wait till around the next World Cup. I mean, with all due respect, you know, the South American thingy is respectful and is a great tournament. But is there so much fame to be made as on the World Cup? Absolutely not. Of course, it's great, those football, but it's not the same, people. It's not the same. So I'll be going back to my live feed because I can't see otherwise your live chat and I can't answer your questions. And that's most important, of course, you know, our viewers. So let's see. I just put it back. Hops okay. So if you're viewing, you can always make me and ask me questions because I'm there for you guys. Yeah, now tomorrow is the second round with France against Argentina and Uruguay versus Portugal. And I was actually talking about it, but here's the thing, people. Is Uruguay, Argentina, and Portugal really that good team? I mean, they have a few movement, they're doing absolutely top, and underneath that, it's a big difference. And can they succeed? I think they will do very well. I think they do bloody well, and I'm looking forward to see these teams go ahead of them. But in that lighting set, yeah, what can you suspect from them more? I think France has also very been disappointing with the talent they have and the quality they delivered is very under the limit. I think if you have players like Griezmann, Pogba, Mbappe, and I can just go on and on and on with that list, is that they could do a lot better. The level should be higher. And now they're standing against Argentina, who actually was definitely very disappointing this World Cup. They didn't disappoint. This really didn't impress. And you're having against two teams that did not really impress at this World Cup, but they have so on the status and quality they have. Both teams are actually always, the players are playing on a very high level around the globe, especially in Europe. Teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United. I'm just naming some teams. So where is this lacking? Is it the league, and the leagues, and then now the World Cup? Is the seasons getting too long? Could easily be. I mean, you know, the Champions League is already that long and dreaded, and you have to play also in World Cup. I mean, these guys also need a break. And the funny part is, after when the World Cup is finished, for most players, the new season is already starting again. How fair is that? I mean, these guys have not even been on holiday, with all due respect. Right? It's starting in July now. The Champions League is already starting soon again. I don't know where we have to, you know, you have to, you know, cut a little bit down. And the problem is laying now that the World Cup, they want to extend, I believe, to, what was it, to 40? 42 or 54 or something like that. 54 teams. I'm not so 100% how much, but they want to extend. Imagine that. So you're getting a bigger World Cup, more matches, a longer World Cup because that can't be played in a whole month. So you probably you're looking at a World Cup maybe 1.5 months. Then they have to play the Champions League. They have to do their leagues. I mean, seriously, there is a limitation on it. And what do you proceed with these extra teams? I mean, the quality will get less. I mean, there are already now some teams at the World Cup, countries like Panama, Saudi Arabia, Tunisia. They were not on the quality level to be there. They didn't actually extend everything to the World Cup. They didn't make it bigger. Actually, they make it worse. And then you go at countries who only will make it worse. And that's the problem, because the problem is, yes, you can say those big teams, nice, they develop, yes, but it's still a match. And you risk actually at more injuries, longer seasons. These people also need to break people, really. And I know it's not a full-time job as somebody is doing physical work in a factory. Absolutely. Those people, they work a lot more hours in a week than a football player does. But still, they also need a break. And there can be a lot of dangers in this. There can be some very hard-hitting injuries if you keep on like this. And but this problem is, FIFA doesn't see that. They see only the big bucks. I think that FIFA should step in and do something about this, because it is. Because I was talking today with a friend of mine, and he said also, who is actually the favorite to win it? I said, I don't have no clue anymore. Yes, Belgium is doing very well. And I already said from the beginning that Belgium do very well. But the question is, are they really head and shoulders on the top? Because is England that well? No, they're okay. They're not top. Brazil also underachieving. France underachieving. There's a lot of teams who are actually underachieving. What actually impressed me, that was Belgium and Colombia until now. And that is a very fearing factor if you want to extend the World Cup with more countries. I don't think it's a good idea. And that is just my opinion. All right, I think I'm going to leave with that. I think I said enough. I would like to know what you think. Do you think actually that the World Cup, extending the World Cup, is a good idea? What do you think? Put your answer in the comment box. I would like to know your answer on that. Really, that would be interesting to know. For us on GTA Sports Studio, you can don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow at 12, I'll be here again doing the preview for tomorrow's matches, and then at 10 o'clock I'll be back, unless, and keep that in mind, if the matches extend. So if Uruguay, Portugal is taking longer than normal playtime, we'll go live directly when the match is finished. So keep in mind on that, but it's his standard at 10 o'clock. All right, so that you know that you don't log in from 10 o'clock. Why is not happening? Then we're waiting till the World Cup match is finished. And we directly go live when the World Cup match is finished. So, okay, so just you know. What you do is just subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GTA LiveTube. And don't forget to put the bell button, because then you'll be notified when we go live. We're also Facebook, facebook.com/GTA Sports Studio. We're also on Twitter, on @GTA Sports Studio. We are on Instagram, instagram.com/GTA Sports Studio. Pinterest, pinterest.com/GTA LiveTube. And vk.com/GTA Sports Studio. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. See you then. Thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow. Wonderful day. Ciao.